Aloha Taurus, welcome to your tarot reading for the week of April 20th through the 26th. Happy birthday season. We are officially in Taurus season, so happy birthday season. I hope you all have a wonderful birthday. For those of you that want to get a personal reading with me to kick off your birthday season, all the information is down in the description below. You can go to themagicsiren.com. We are going to go ahead and just dive into your reading for this week. We're going to start with the overall vibe or the theme of the week. We'll move into any potential obstacles or challenges that you might face. Then we'll shuffle to see how to overcome those obstacles or challenges. And then we'll get any extra messages that universe and spirit might have for you. We will start with our love oracles and our general oracles to kick off the overall theme, and then we'll move into the tarot deck. So let's go ahead and see what's going on in terms of love and emotions this week for you, Taurus. We are looking for some energies here in terms of love, emotions, and connections for the week of April 20th through the 26th. We have getting to know each other. As you reveal your innermost selves to each other, your bond deepens. This card is also about getting to know yourself on a deeper level, really getting open and honest with you. What makes you happy? What do you want for your future? What are your goals? What are your dreams? What steps are you taking to get there? For those of you that recently met someone on a romantic level, maybe this is also for you to say, let's open up and ask those deeper questions. We're getting lower than just surface level, and we are getting to know this person again on a deeper level. Some of you might also have just met a bestie. Maybe there's a new friend here, and we're getting to know them on a deeper level as well. Let's go ahead and see what we have for the general oracles. This came out immediately. We have time to decide, make a decision based on your heart's truest desires. This really goes with what I was saying originally with this getting to know each other card. You are getting to know yourself on a deeper level here. There is some decision or some sort of crossroads that maybe you're at this week, Taurus, or maybe in the near future, there is a decision that will need to be made. And there is this energy of getting to know what you truly desire. What direction or what choice do you want to make based on your heart, based on your mind, your soul? What is it that really aligns with your truest authentic self? I think authenticity is probably going to be a message or a theme that comes through for you at some point with the tarot deck today. Because it is getting to know yourself on a deeper level. And I think there is that energy of authenticity that comes with that. So let's go ahead and shuffle our tarot deck and see what tarot has to add to this message. So far, there is that energy of getting to know yourself on a deeper level, getting open, honest, and raw with yourself, and then having some sort of decision that needs to be made. You have the Two of Pentacles in reversal. You know, when we see reversals coming out in a reading, it can represent something that has already happened, or there might be a slight challenge or obstacle that is preventing us from seeing this in its upright position. I do feel like this is something that's already happened for you. The Two of Pentacles in the upright represents this sort of balancing act. This is like work hard, play hard. It's like we have a lot of things that are on our plate, a lot of obligations, but we've really been doing a good job at kind of getting everything done. But it feels like this week is all kind of coming to a head. You may have too many things on your plate, too many things that you're trying to juggle. And instead of being able to juggle all of them effectively, we may have dropped a pentacle or dropped a ball somewhere. And that might also be where that energy of time to decide is coming into play as well, because maybe it's time to make a decision to remove some things from our plate, to remove some things from our life. We might not have to juggle so much anymore. So let's go ahead and see what the potential challenge or obstacle might be when it comes to this energy. So far, you know, that overall theme is essentially saying there is a decision here that needs to be made. We have a Death card. We have the Death card. This card really does kind of speak with what I was just saying. This is all about transformation. It's allowing something to kind of die out in order for the new to be, you know, reborn, in order to rise like the phoenix. You know, the phoenix is actually the depiction on this card. You know, I think you're kind of coming into a time which is very fitting with this being Taurus season now. You're coming into this time where all of these things that maybe are not serving you anymore, pentacles that you've been juggling for a long time, you're like, I don't need to juggle these anymore. I'm going into my own personal transformation. I'm allowing things to be shed away. I'm kind of walking away from projects, relationships, situations, environments that really are not serving me anymore. If anything, they're draining more of my energy than replenishing or giving in return. It doesn't feel balanced anymore. The Death card essentially says if you are willing to walk away from these old versions of yourself, from old chapters, or to really just drop things that are no longer necessary, I will take you to your next evolution. I will take you to your promised land where there will be growth, happiness, and fulfillment. So the challenge this week is allowing yourself to go through the transformation. Transformation can feel uncomfortable. Allowing things to kind of come to an end can feel a little bit rough. But if you allow yourself to do so this week, Taurus, you will end up finding yourself in success. We have the Hangman in reversal. The time is now. And it's interesting because we have that time to decide, right? It's like the time has come. For some of you, these are decisions that have been put on the back burner for even years, okay? This could be something very small that maybe it's just been this past week you have to make a decision, but this can also be something that's major, life-changing, right? Because we do have the Death card, and the Death card does represent profound change. This is like very deep, big moments of personal transformation, deep changes. For some of you, this might be a lifestyle shift or a lifestyle change, and this is the week where it's coming to a head. The Hangman in the upright is all about, gaining new perspective and really slowing down, not making any, massive or rash decisions. This is like very much slow down and see all the angles before we make a decision. When we see the Hangman in the reversal, it's like the time has come, make the choice, make the decision. It is time to decide. Get very open, raw, and honest with yourself. What are the things in your life that need to come to an end? What are the things in your life that we are ready to kind of evolve from? And where can you start making your personal transformations to really get you into a place where you don't feel like you're juggling a whole bunch of different pentacles in order to just survive on a day-to-day life? Let me go ahead and get your extra messages from Universe and Spirit. We have the Two of Cups in reversal. For some of you, this might be the ending of a relationship, okay? I'm just throwing it out there. It doesn't necessarily have to be. Take it if it resonates. If you have been thinking this entire video that maybe this is a relationship that you've been holding on to and it needs to come to an end, this might be your confirmation, okay? The Two of Cups usually in the upright represents this sort of union, this coming together. These can be contractual agreements. This can be romantic relationships. This can be partnerships, whether it's with friends, with business partners, any sort of two people coming together, and you are one of those people, right? So when we see it in the upright, this is the beginning of that union. When we see it in the reversal, this could be the ending of that union. This can also just be that there are complications in some sort of connections, relationships, again, or partnerships in your life that need to be evaluated, that need to be looked at this week. When we talk about there being the Death card and things kind of coming to an end, if, let's say this is a relationship, if you don't want this relationship, whether it's romantic, with friends, with business, or any other relationships you can have in your life, if you don't necessarily want this to come to an end, how can we kind of end this chapter in this relationship and transform it into a new, fresh, clean slate? That might be something that is worth thinking about this week. Outside of relationships, this Two of Cups in reversal just says that there's something in your life that was working, that was beneficially or mutually beneficial, that's what I meant to say, and it's no longer benefiting everybody that's involved. Again, whether it's a project, a job, a living situation, any sort of relationships, anything, okay? This is gonna be your week overall of transformation, the beginning of your transformation, Taurus. You are being asked to get very open, honest, and raw with yourself. Who are you now? What is your authentic core telling you when it comes to all the things in your life, your relationships, your jobs, your living situations, your projects, your hobbies, your personality, everything? When we look at our life as a whole, what are some of the things that your intuition is telling you that is no longer in alignment with who you are now? You are a different person than even January, right? Since the beginning of 2026, we're constantly growing, shifting, and changing. So you're a different person. Get to know that version of you this week. I think it's going to be a really nice week for you to slow down. Whether you choose to slow down or universe forces you to slow down, either way, you're slowing down this week a little bit with that Two of Pentacles being in reversal. And you're being asked to start this process of transformation. This is the time to make those lifestyle changes. This is the time to move. This is the time to make choices and decisions. And I would be doing it with, again, in alignment with your inner core, your authentic version of who you are now. Because again, there are some things here that are just not balanced and they're just not working anymore. You have 2 2s in reversal. It's like things are out of balance. Find that balance this week, Taurus, especially with this being your birthday season. If you're still watching this video, thank you so much for being here. If you haven't already liked the video, consider liking this video. Maybe consider subscribing to the channel. Join the community. It really helps me out, and I just love having all of you here. If you want to get a personal tarot reading with me, you can always find me at themagicsiren.com. All that information is also down in the description box below. I will let you get back to your day. Thank you so much for hanging out with me, and I'll see you again soon. Aloha.